And now we want to take you over to San Jose. Mayor Matt Mahan is addressing the impact of the storm in his city. Let's listen in.
4 atmospheric rivers over the next couple of weeks, and we just want to make sure anybody living along our creeks and rivers understands that there's an evacuation order. We want to see them be at least 150 feet from the water and ideally come to one of our overnight warming locations. During the day, our libraries are open and are also a great place for people to go. So I'm just going to share a little bit of information and then introduce Assistant City Manager Lee Wilcox, Council Member Biandone, who represents District 7, where we are here today, and our Field Operations Deputy Chief Brian Schaub as well. So we at the city are continuing to work with our regional and local to deploy outreach teams and notify people of the extreme weather conditions and encourage them to move on and find shelter placements, of which the city has made a number available. We currently have overnight warming locations at Roosevelt Community Center and the West Valley Branch Library. We expanded Roosevelt shelter capacity on Sunday by 30 beds, bringing the total number of beds to 80. Today we've added another 150 at the Seven Trees Community Center, and we're prepared to continue to add additional shelter capacity as weather conditions warrant it and our unhoused residents actually ask us for those placements. We in total have over 2,059 shelter beds in the city, 1,500 of which are emergency beds operated by nonprofits. That's a good note. I want to thank our nonprofit partners, including Destination Home, Home First, and PATH in particular, who have had their teams out doing outreach once again, making sure that our unhoused residents are aware of both the risks and their options for coming inside. Really important that we get people away from our waterways, as the water could rise fairly quickly. Want to also just share that spaces in our overnight warming locations are offered by referral only. We would ask members of the public, particularly our unhoused community, to call 408-539-2105 or email owlreferrals@homefirstscc.org to be referred to an indoor overnight warming location. And then, of course, the city website is full of information about tips for staying safe, where you can get free sandbags. We don't anticipate, and I'm going to let the Assistant City Manager speak to this, we don't anticipate widespread flooding. What we're really worried about right now is just the waterways and our unhoused residents who are near the creeks and rivers where there is a serious risk. So with that, thank you all again for being here at the end. I'll say a few things in Spanish. But I want to turn it over to, in fact, first I'll go to Council Member Biandone to say a few words. He represents District 7, where we are here today doing outreach. So, Councilmember Biandone, come on up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you for being out here. It's a unprecedented declaration. We know that we have a large storm coming. I was here in 2017 as a fire captain dealing with the flood right here at Rock Spring, and I know how difficult it is to be out there needing the help that we weren't prepared for, but we are now. My office have worked with the mayor office and the emergency management team to make sure that we take care of our residents and our unhoused residents. Today, I'm glad to announce that we are opening up the Tully Library with up to 150 beds for our unhoused residents. And I ask that our residents to be prepared. Don't drive if you don't have to. If you need help, please reach out to my office or any other city council office and 311, or if you need 911. I want to make sure that you know that we've learned our lesson from 2017. We, as a city, we are ready and prepared for this storm. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Member. So it's Councilmember Biandone, who represents District 7. And just for clarity, it's 150 beds we've just added at the Seven Trees Community Center. Thank you for noting that, and we are prepared to keep expanding those, as I mentioned. Okay, next up, we have Assistant City Manager Lee Wilcox.
Thanks, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. For this event, our top priority is to save lives during these significant atmospheric rivers. That's why City Manager Jennifer McGuire did proclaim a local emergency and evacuation order. Want to be clear, the proclamation provides us the emergency powers needed to respond to the storm events, including, and most importantly, to ensure evacuations and the safety of our unhoused community and waterways in San Jose. And as the mayor mentioned, that is our primary focus at this point in time, given the forecast and the rain event that's provided to us by the National Weather Service and Valley Water. Our primary focus is supporting and protecting the lives of our unhoused community in our waterways. This has started with outreach over the past several days to our unhoused community, as well as ramping up efforts last night with volunteers, as well as the use of long-range acoustical devices with the San Jose Police Department to let folks know that they should exit the waterways as the storm is approaching. The proclamation also allows us as a city to reassign personnel to help with outreach that has happened this morning, as well as request any emergency assistance or mutual aid if necessary from other local jurisdictions. And with that, I'll hand it back over to the mayor.
Thank you, Lee, Assistant City Manager. Next up, we have Field Operations Deputy Chief Brian Schaub.
Good morning, everybody. Brian Schaub with the Bureau of Field Operations. I'd like to briefly talk about the police department's role as it relates to the larger coordinated response by the city with regard to this weather event. The police department's role in this event is right now, as it stands, limited to the messaging of and the assistance of the evacuations from the emergency proclamation order that was released yesterday. That evacuation is narrowly focused right now, as the mayor mentioned, within our waterways within the city, where we're trying to assist our unhoused community and getting them out of danger in those areas. Those efforts began yesterday afternoon, continued into the evening, and then resumed again this morning and are ongoing as we speak. That work is being done by our patrol folks as well as our special operations divisions, and they're using lots of resources that we have available to us, whether it be all-terrain vehicles, as the Assistant City Manager mentioned, our LRAD devices. We're also using our aircraft, as well as we have a rescue vehicle that has the capability of fording into several feet of water on standby in case that is needed as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Chief. I'm going to just share a few words in Spanish and then we'll open it up to questions. Speaking of Spanish, I was told that our former Mayor Sam Liccardo volunteered this morning, is out along the Guadalupe River doing outreach. We needed more Spanish speakers out there, so he has not missed a beat. He's still giving back to the community, which I really appreciate. So just a few talking points in Spanish. Apologies for these being a little rough. La ciudad ha proclamado estado de emergencia y la orden de evacuación. Estamos requiriendo que todos nuestros residentes y viviendas que viven en las vías de agua evacúen para protegerse. Esta orden de protección es para garantizar la seguridad de todos los residentes, en particular de nuestros residentes vulnerables sin viviendas. La ciudad está preparada para continuar monitoreando y respondiendo durante las próximas 2 semanas, ya que se prognostica que continuarán las lluvias. I think that's it for now, but why don't we go to questions? Oh, and we're going to have Councilmember Bien Don say just a few words in Vietnamese as well.
Kính chào quý vị, kính chào quý khán giả. Mình sẽ có một cái bão rất là lớn nên chúng ta phải chuẩn bị. Cái thành phố San Jose này lúc mà 2017 mình đã bị lụt một lần thì tôi cũng là một nhóm đã đứng ra để giúp cho tất cả người tị nạn lúc mà cái lụt đó. Thì bây giờ quý vị nhớ, nếu mà cần thiết cái gì á thì cứ gọi vô 911, hay là ít hơn á thì gọi 311. Nếu mà quý vị đừng có lái xe nếu mà không cần thiết, ở nhà. Và tất cả quý vị nào biết mà có người nào mà vô gia cư cần giúp đỡ thì cứ gọi vô văn phòng của tôi. hay là gọi cho cái số của tôi là 408 905 9567. Nhớ là cái thành phố này sẵn sàng để giúp đỡ cho quý vị lúc mà bị lụt như vậy. Cảm ơn.
Great. Thank you, Council Member. So again, focus is on unhoused residents along the waterways. The evacuation order's in effect. We want everybody out of the waterways for their safety. Also, just note for all of our residents who want to help out, one of the best things you can do is if you have an older neighbor or a neighbor with any physical limitations, please check in on them. There's a great time to knock on your neighbor's door, let them know you're there for them, exchange phone numbers, ask them if they need anything. Let's pull together as a community, make sure everybody is safe and has somebody to lean on if they need help. So with that, we're going to take questions, and I guess I can kind of moderate here. Who's got a question? We'll go to Jonna first. And
thank you. So what areas are you particularly focused on? Any specific creeks or rivers?
You know, we have a few hot spots, and Lee, do you want to cover that one? Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so right now we're targeting mostly the Guadalupe, Coyote Creek, and Penitentiary Creek, where there are known encampments, as well as those are possible hotspots, you know, based off of forecast from Valley Water. So those are main targets. But again, based off of redeploying city staff today and doing outreach, we're trying to hit all of the waterways throughout the city.
And we will, just as a follow-up on that, when the rain picks up, we will have staff out at some of those hot spots to be monitoring water levels, just so we know in real time what's going on.
Two questions for you. One, do you have a sense of how successful the city has been in getting people from the river to higher ground? And then second question, I understand that you're not forcefully evacuating people at this point in time, but what is the threshold in which you would end up doing so?
So I'm going to refer the second question maybe to our deputy chief, but on the first, I can tell you, at least this is anecdotal, but I just walked a few hundred feet with our outreach team along the creek, and many of the makeshift encampments appear to have been abandoned for now. So that's a good sign. Looks like a number of people closest to the water are not currently there. Hopefully they're here in the parking lot or in the library or at one of our warming centers. So that's good news. That being said, we did make contact with a few folks who were in the process, one of whom was in the process of moving a tent up to a higher part of the embankment. So, you know, there are risks. We want everybody out of the waterway, at least 150 feet from the water. But why don't I refer that second question to Deputy Chief, if that's okay?
Sure. So, as you stated, right now we are not doing any type of forceful evacuations. It is a mandatory evacuation order, so we're going down there and we're messaging that, and we're encouraging them to the best of our abilities to get out of the waterway. If it gets to the point where it becomes a life safety issue, I'll be honest, it's going to be difficult for even us to get back in there and do those. So I don't anticipate us getting to the point where we're going to be using physical force to do any type of evacuations. It's just going to be trying to encourage and show the seriousness of the situation and help them get out as they need to.
Let's go back here.
Might be for council member, but can you kind of recap what happened in 2017 and elaborate on the lessons that were learned and how you're hoping that will help today?
Yeah, I want to actually first refer that to the assistant city manager, and there are some significant differences between today and 2017 and a number of lessons learned.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big difference, and I would follow up with more details officially with Valley Water. But in 2017, obviously Anderson Dam was full. In addition to their release pipe being open, the spillway, water was going over the spillway about over 13 feet over the spillway. So both of those things together. Obviously now Anderson Dam is almost empty based off of the retrofit of the dam. So we have a different set of conditions. 2017, big learning lesson for the city. We've made substantial internal and external improvements related to emergency management, as well as locating our Office of Emergency Management within the city manager's office. We also have a joint operations or joint emergency action plan with Valley Water that we're closely coordinated. So our emergency operations center is in close coordination with theirs over the last several days, and they'll be through the night as well. And we've also dedicated, as we've talked about, resources within the city, redirecting them to help with this emergency and closely monitoring not only through the data around the river flow and the creek flows, but as the mayor mentioned, we have personnel out at those hotspots right now monitoring on a real-time basis and providing feedback into our emergency operations center so that we're ahead of those issues.
Great. Thanks, Lynn. Couldn't add anything.
Sure.
So I know at the flood of 2017, the Office of Emergency Management we all have learned to be better prepared for emergency. And I know that the city have funded the fire department with more equipment. And I know that both the USAR and the hazmat team, they are ready to respond to any type of emergency. Thank you.
Cool. You good? Anything else? Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned that there's about 2,000 shelter beds. Are all of them available to be used, and how receptive have the unhoused been to moving into those spaces?
So not all of it. Many of them are currently being used. Of the overnight warming locations, which is the newer capacity that we opened up this winter, let me just recap those stats really quickly for you. So we added 30 beds to Roosevelt, which brought the total to 80. These are temporary, short-term, just overnight.